So as I told you guys, Andrew Tate's appearing in court to face allegations of numerous offences. And to start it off, Andrew Tate and Tristan are facing a very tough prosecutor. This man is one of the toughest anti-mafia prosecutors who dealt with famous cases, including the fire in a club where there was 26 deaths and 186 wounded. This man is used to working under insane amounts of stress and has 24/7 security provided to him and assured by special forces. It said that Tate's prosecutor took over the case of a drug lord who was found guilty on 4 murder charges. Now, first things first, this is a complicated case to tackle because the accusations expand beyond Romanian territory. They're suspects in committing crimes on international level, including USA and UK, at least for the sexual trafficking case. Now, let's talk about his criminal charges he is facing. The first one is human trafficking, the second one is rape, and the third one is running an organised crime group. All serious charges, and if found guilty, maybe combined could face 20 years inside. All these stem from Andrew Tate running a webcam business before his main claim to fame. It said that Andrew Tate was earning $600,000 a month during the height of his webcam business, which employed 75 women across 4 countries. Newspapers are writing articles how Andrew Tate kept 6 women under house arrest 24/7 like prisoners and forced them to do adult videos.
It's a fantastic business. The girl profits. In many ways, the guy's happy. I don't think you're even exploiting the men. People sit there and go, oh, you're exploiting men. Well, people accuse me of both. They say I'm exploiting women, they say I'm exploiting men.
Yeah.
I'm not exploiting women because I'm making women rich. So how the fuck am I exploiting women?
Yeah.
Dumb. I'm making myself rich, but I'm making them rich. And 2, you're not exploiting men because these men are happy with the interaction. A lot of these men are married.
Wow.
They've got a wife at home who doesn't fuck them.
Yeah.
They've got kids who don't respect them. And they're literally the only time they smile at all is when they get their laptop out and talk to this hot 19-year-old on the other side of the world.
Jesus.
And it's sad, but it keeps them out of suicide.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
I believe it. Yeah.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
So, this is just the whole relationship with the webcam market, and it's growing by the day.
Got to bump them off from the webcam shit to the PhD course, man. Cross promotion.
Absolutely. And this is what the PhD course explains how I got the girls to work for me, and the cam course is the ins and outs of running a cam business.
Yeah.
But a cam business is a fantastic business because it ain't going anywhere. And there's online money, and it's 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
Yeah.
Christmas, New Year, the busiest times. There's lonely dudes on Christmas on there just fucking sending money.
No, I think you're responding. It's a response to a problem. It's a response to a failing culture.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it used
for better or for worse.
It used to kind of be like strip clubs and that kind of thing, but they're kind of slowly going out of business, and like everything else. Like every other.
There's 3 things that could be analysed in this case. Number 1, Loverboy. Are Andrew and Tristan pretending to like these females that work for him just to exploit them to do the adult work online? Or do they generally care about them and is it just a business transaction as a friend? Number 2 is, are they being forced to do it? To have 75 women work for you, I'm not sure how many have spoken out, and force that many women to do something where they're earning a lot of money, it's going to be highly unlikely, but they are claiming that in the press. Lastly, how are they treated? 75 women working for you, there's a lot of word of mouth passed on to another girl, her friend that probably got involved, and I can't imagine they were treated that badly because all of them would have spoken out, 75 women, not just a couple. But were they doing stuff with the girls as well? One of them is claiming that she was raped. Now, other sources are now claiming that Tate brothers were wiretapped and under satellite surveillance for months. Andrew Tate has spoken before in videos about how easy it is nowadays to track people.
They go, we don't listen to you. Of course you don't. They listen to everything you say. They know where you are all of the time. So unless you're going to quit having a phone, then you're always going to be part of the New World Order. Because the New World Order is basically just controlling people and knowing everything about everyone. And that's your phone. And we're all addicted and we're never going to give it up. So let's stop pretending that there's a world in which you're going to live without a smartphone. So I'm going to prove to you something. Do you remember when you used to be able to take the battery out of your phone? Out of the back. All the old people like me remember that. But that's all ended now. You can't buy a phone in which you can do that anymore. And that's because even if you turn your phone off, they still listen to you and they still know exactly where you are and where you go. People have this idea, this false idea that, but if I have a password on my phone and the police can't get into the password, then my phone's safe. Listen, if the police know your phone number, and basically everyone who knows you knows your phone number, then they can tell which phone is yours and then they know where you are all of the time. That's it.
So the first time Andrew Tate was raided was actually April this year. His house was raided a similar fashion to recently, and they were looking for evidence of all the charges I explained at the start. Shortly after being released, he was confronted by a photographer on the street.
It's not a serious reason, it's bullshit. That's not what the police says.
If the police thought I did something wrong, why am I here on the street?
Yeah, that's true as well. I want to ask you, is that true that you sequestered an American girl in your flat here in Pipera?
Listen, I ask girls to leave. I do not try and make them stay. It's absolutely not true. I can't talk about the case because it's still pending, but I'll give you a very short version. Some girl was at the house. I saw her once. Many girls come for parties, etc. Her boyfriend caught her there, and she told a bunch of lies to her boyfriend, and her boyfriend called the police. It's stupid.
How did an American girl arrive in Bucharest?
I don't know, a plane, I guess. I don't think she swam, so I guess she took a plane.
Did you pay for the plane?
No. And then her stupid boyfriend made some phone calls to some embassy, some bullshit. I'm a big man with big problems.
Did she have the phone all the time with her?
Of course she did. And she's not even pretty. This girl's average. She's ugly. I don't have time for this bullshit. Like, I'm a big man with big problems. I'm doing important things. Some girl and her boyfriend made a stupid phone call. I didn't do anything wrong.
What about the rape accusation? There is a Moldavian girl that says that you raped her.
That's not true at all. You're making up shit.
Do you know her? She's been to your house?
Lots of people have been to my house. It's all bullshit.
She's been to her house, to your house.
Listen, I am a good man, a man of God. I've yet to ever go to jail for committing any crime. I'm not a desperate man. I do not need to commit crimes. It's not something I'm interested in.
Just tell me about this accusation.
Girls make stupid phone calls. That's it.
Where are the girls now?
I don't know. Ask the police. They made stupid phone calls and they talked a bunch of shit. It's all.
How come you've been accused for rape and you had a party last night full of girls?
That's why I'm back on the street, because it's all bullshit. The police even know it's bullshit. The girls are going to get in trouble for fucking lying. It's all.
Do you have proofs?
Of course.
Do you have cameras all over?
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Now, he's brought in for questioning on these charges originally and then released, and paparazzi are on his case, questioning him about this outside, and these charges dragged on to a later date. It was still a pending case. Similar to how it is in the UK, when you're released under investigation or even on bail sometimes, police just need more time to look into things. They seized iPads and all the computers on the first raid to get more information about what they was looking for on the crimes they allegedly committed.
I was in a jail cell.
Yeah, no, I was in the VIP jail.
You
didn't do the jail IKEA? You were in the VIP section?
You were in the same cell as me.
Listen, bro, I was in the VIP section. I was in the loser section. We were definitely in the VIP section. You couldn't see us from all the way down there.
They've taken iPads, $400,000 worth of fucking supercomputers, our entire YouTube studio
all of our cash.
All of our cash for our emergency meetings. They've taken everything.
Okay. Still got my NFTs.
No, so it does sound like an emergency.
Sir,
Now, time goes on, and Andrew Tate's back living his best life, growing insanely in popularity despite allegedly being cancelled, not even thinking his case is going to come back up, but does kind of predict they're going to arrest him at some point.
when an article comes out saying Tate did this, I just pray there's enough people who are outside of the matrix to sit and go, this is some bullshit, and he doesn't deserve this, because I don't deserve it, because I will be innocent.
So guys, December we see Andrew Tate's house raided once again, and this time for the same charges where he was brought in for questioning and then taken to court.
They find an arsenal of weapons, guns, knives, and stacks of cash. Tate, his brother and two Romanian nationals who've been under investigation since April are arrested on suspicion of human trafficking, rape and forming an organised crime group.
The Matrix has attacked me.
So guys, Andrew Tate has tweeted a few times since this. Firstly, the Matrix sent their agents. Secondly, the Matrix will only tell you what the Matrix needs you to believe. The next one says, it appears the insanity of the ruling elite is exposed worldwide now. They have one command, do not speak out, behave as a sheep. God is on our side, so the Matrix will not win, inshallah. Now, an interesting part of this case is that first woman that come forward, the American women, saying she was held hostage there, maybe one of a few women that's coming out now is what I'm hearing. So they debunked the first one because she was taking pizza deliveries at their house. That one was a lie, but other women could be claiming it as well. So the court proceedings could see a lot of women ganging up on them.
Me and you run an international kidnapping and human trafficking ring. This is a good one, because I love this, because everyone who dislikes us and hates us instantly jumps to... They're sex traffickers! Yeah. But the actual story, I wish it was something cooler. It's so fucking lame that I'm going to tell you all right now. A girl had been at a party at my house, and her boyfriend saw her Instagram stories and said, "Oh my God, you're at the Tate brothers' house in Romania." This was some American chick. And she went, no, I didn't want to come to this party. They made me come here and I'm not allowed to leave. She said that to her boyfriend. That's some bullshit excuse. So her boyfriend is obviously one of these believe all females. Oh my God. Calls.
She was, 1 second. She wasn't even hot.
She wasn't even hot.
Ugly.
He calls the fucking police and says, "My girlfriend's being held against her will by the Tate brothers." The police call the American embassy, and the next day, the police come to our house. Fully loaded, the American embassy send the cops to our house. Now, they take us to the police station. So all the pictures of me and Andrew being taken away by the police, those are real photos. And what happens is they search our house. They find no drugs. They find no women. They find no people. They find nobody. It's a big, luxurious, amazing, badass fucking house, but there's nothing illegal in the house. So we're sitting there at the police station. The prosecutor says, "Yes, we searched your house." I'm like, "All right, good. What'd you find?" "Well, nothing. But the report said that you were holding people hostage." I said, "Bro, there was no one at my house." He goes, "Yes, I know. We checked the CCTV." I said, "Oh, what did you find?" "The girl who made the complaints was outside the gates taking pizza delivery and coming back inside." Ha ha ha. So I'm sitting there laughing. The police are laughing. The prosecutor's laughing. And then I went home.
So what is next for the Tate brothers? Firstly, they will have 30 days where they're locked up, and in this time the police will come up with a case to put forward to the judge that they are guilty of these crimes. Now, they will make a plea first, guilty or not guilty, and if they say not guilty, there will be a trial where the court proceedings will go ahead. If found guilty, they could face up to 20 years inside, is what a Romanian lawyer has stated. Now, the interesting part of these 30 days, if they could get bail, could be a thing where they wait to have the court case in maybe a year or so. But I'll keep you guys posted on all that information. This #1 source, no fake news here. Leave a like and subscribe to the notification bell, and I'll keep you updated on everything. A lot of people are posting short fake clips that he's out doing interviews, all this stuff. We're not going to post any of that. When there's actually news that drops, here will be the place first. I'm keeping up to date with everything, so make sure you stay tuned to this channel.